keep on trying to find a ways to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rained and it thunder, but I bring the heat like the summer. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest. Oh, well.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Oakland Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second down 6 at the 39-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Okay, double. Check.
Now it's Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get this down only to the 18. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I got it. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Jackson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Sponge. No.
And again, it's Ingram. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now it's Jackson. Hard throw, incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. so they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
We own it. We own it.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You ready? You ready? You ready? Fast, fast. 59. Ready, weapon. Check, check. 59.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Jackson to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They can't hang with that.
1st down, Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
They go play action. Mariota into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick on Rossor. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They go play action with Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
You can't block me.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Carl Nassib charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, it's 9-0.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
At the 41-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action now. Mariota. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? He said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now a toss play to Eckler. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big play that time for the Ravens. 51 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. First down and they stick with Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Yeah, let's go second.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson being chased out left. He's going to take off with it and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Check. Check. He's checking. Crash.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. They'll try and run. Ingram, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
The kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. One. 48, Mike, 48. Go. 48 to Mike. Let's go, D.
Throwing is Mariota. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense. You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, good move. Here's Hill on the return. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now Eckler, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Snead's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On the give, this is Eckler. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
59's Mike, 59's Mike, check, 59. And let's get this.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock. And
it comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
It's just me and you.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help that.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go. Here we go. Mike's 57, 57's Mike. Here we go. Hey, check Mike.
From the gun, Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And he's got it. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Mike 54, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
To throw is Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Jackson now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
So do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on 3rd and goal. Play action. It's Jackson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Carl Nassib picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Mariota. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing, Mariota. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jordan Reed, 55 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 74 yards as the Ravens push further out in front.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Bynes. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. The rush.
Mariota now. He's going to find and complete it to Renfrow. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check, crunch.
On third down, Mariota throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Mariota now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mariota finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On play action, Mariota. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Jackson. Out to his left. It's complete to Snead. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm coming for you, Mom.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
You remember me? Let's go, baby.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Carl Nassib getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. Now it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You ain't doing nothing today. Watch the ship.
A give to Lynch from the shotgun. Now after the play, Oh, it's Marshawn Lynch, who appears to have been shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Mariota. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
54 Mike. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Once more, here's Eckler. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Ravens on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. The open man here, Renfro. He's got daylight. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Hunter Renfro, 73 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, check. 3 down. Under 10, 10.
It's Eckler again. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is a counter play. Eckler. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
At the 34-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Right there. All day, baby.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They run. It's Mark Ingram. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Returnable for Grant. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Mariota again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
57 Mike. Let's put him on the buses. 57's Mike. Mike 57. 57's the Mike. Rock 57. You don't want none of that. Get it. Pick up the ball. Lights 57.
They'll throw again. Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Mariota on 4th down. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. To the air again, Mariota. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Ravens.